Hello, my name's Scott. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, we are looking at Random Card Generator by Jeff Price at Plainsight. I think it's plainsight.com. The TLDR on this is I think it's incredible. I think that every single magician, no matter what skill level, no matter where you perform, I think everyone could use this in so many different situations, in so many different contexts and stories and lots of different things. So my TLDR is that I thoroughly, highly recommend it to everyone. But let me tell you a little bit more about it. What is it? Random Card Generator is this piece of card, and you'll see that it has all of the options of playing cards printed on it, and it's perforated. So the idea is that you will tear up this card into the segments that are perforated, and you will slowly throw them up in the air, and all of the ones that are face up you will keep. All of the ones that are face down you move away. And then you end up with just one card. So it's this little card that you can carry around with you. It is a single time use thing. And it's just a way of predicting a very freely chosen card. So that's what it is. It's a fun way of throwing these pieces of paper up in the air until you narrow down until one single card is left, and that will be the card that you have some kind of reveal for. That's what it is. I did see that the talented magician Blake Voigt does have a performance of this, so I will link that in the video description if it's still available on his Instagram, because it's a fantastic performance and it shows you exactly what happens when performing this. Hopefully that has covered what it is. But what do you get? Well, it's roughly $30 and you get 30 of these pre-perforated cards that you tear up. There's also a link to the instructions, which are very brief. It's just a few paragraphs of text, kind of like a PDF that's been embedded on a web page. So there are no video instructions for this. Also, I dare say that a lot of you won't even need the instructions for it. It's very self-explanatory. You just take this card out, you can give it to someone, you can say, oh, okay, tear it up, I'll take two of these pieces, you take two, and just keep tearing them until we're left with all of the individual pieces. You put them all together and they get thrown, and then you narrow it down to one card. But that's all you receive. You receive 30 of these in this box, which makes it roughly £1.10, or currently anyway, or $1.20 approximately per performance, which I'll go into a little bit more detail at the end in the final thoughts. But that's what you receive. You receive 30 of these and a few paragraphs of text through a link that's included that very briefly explains what happens. How easy is it to perform? Incredibly easy. A child can perform it. You can perform it on a child. An old age pensioner can perform it. You can perform it on an old age pensioner, and everyone in between. I think it's fun, and I think that as long as someone can tear a piece of card or a piece of paper, then you can perform it. And as long as someone else can also do that, they can take part in the process of finding a playing card as well. So absolutely everyone, there is no skill level to this. This is something that you can carry with you in your wallet, in your backpack, wherever you want to, and perform it at any time with zero skill level. Reset time. Well, there isn't a reset time for this one, because the perforated card that you tear is a single-use item. At the end of it, you will throw away these pieces, you will gather them up, you'll put them in the bin, or you'll take them with you, whatever it is that you want to do with them. So there is no reset for it. The performance happens, you find a playing card, and then in whatever way you want, you reveal that chosen playing card, and then you will have to use another card for the next performance. So there is no reset time in this, but every single one is ready to go. It's pre-made perfectly so that you don't have to do anything. There's no arts and crafts in this, and I would say it's an instant reset because you just use another card. Angles for this are perfect. There are no angle restrictions whatsoever. The only thing that you have to think about, which isn't an angle restriction, it's more of a performance restriction, is that you will need to have some kind of surface to work with, because you are going to take all of these pieces, throw them up in the air, and then let them flutter down, and you're going to separate the face down from the face up pieces. So you will need a small performance space to do it on. You can do it on the ground, you can do it on any surface that you want to, and that is kind of the only restriction, but it's not a restriction in terms of angles. You can perform this completely surrounded, which is one of the reasons why I can't recommend it highly enough for basically every single magician. I just want to interrupt this review for a second. If you find my reviews helpful and if they help you make a purchase or decide not to purchase and save you money, please do support this channel. The more support this channel gets, the more subscribers we get, the more people who interact with the channel, the more reviews I'm going to be able to do, and the more I'm going to be able to help you. I'm trying to do these reviews to help the magic community and help people like you, because there are a lot of reviewers who talk absolute nonsense. So if you do enjoy this channel and you do find my content useful, then please do share, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everything everyone does for this channel. Back to the review. Pocket space, as you can see, is minimal. It's a thin piece of card, roughly the size of a playing card, and that's it. That's all you need to carry in your pocket. So it's incredibly efficient in terms of pocket space. I am, as long as I can afford to continue buying these, going to keep one of these in my wallet all of the time, every time I go out, because it's such an interesting, such a fun way of getting a card chosen. And now for my final thoughts. My final thoughts are that I've spoken to Jeff at Plainsight, and the shipping costs outside of the US can be a little bit pricey. So I know that I've spoken to a few of my friends about this. They already want to purchase it, but the cost of 30 of these is $30 approximately. And then shipping to the UK is $20 approximately. So Plainsight don't make any profit off of the postage, and it's calculated on their website. And I had a chat with Jeff about this, and he recommended that if you do want to buy these, in the US, of course, this is not an issue because you can buy as many as you want and get domestic shipping, which is fairly cheap. But if you live outside of the US, there are a couple of options. Jeff did say that the more packs you order, it doesn't really increase the shipping very much. So if you wanted to, if you know that you're going to use these and you order 5 decks, the shipping is still only going to be $22, $23, $25. So it reduces the cost per purchase of the actual pack of perforated cards or random card generators. So that is an option. Also, Jeff did say that he does visit conventions. Plainsight do often have a stand at conventions. So if you are looking to purchase this but don't want to pay the shipping costs, maybe keep up to date, follow Plainsight's social media accounts, and see if they're going to be at a convention near you anytime soon. And then, of course, you can pick them up and there will be no shipping costs. The final thing that Jeff said was that he might, in the future, consider shipping these out to certain magic shops, but it will be a select few and they won't be kind of wholesaled through Murphy's Magic as far as he's decided at the moment. So that should help you decide whether you want to purchase a bunch of decks from Plainsight's website, whether you want to wait and see him at a convention, because the shipping costs can be a bit much for some people. The other thing I want to mention is the fact that at the time of recording this, this is a pre-order item. This is not currently released. So if you want to go over and make a pre-order, they do ship this month, I think, the month of May 2024. So if you do want to place an order, they will be shipped out soon, but it currently is a pre-order. I think that is everything I wanted to say. You can hand this card out to people. They can handle it. It's freely examinable. Once you tear up all of the pieces, you probably don't want anyone to kind of meticulously count how many pieces there are. Also, currently, it will always be the 7 of diamonds that you end up with. So I don't know if there's any future plans to change that reveal so that you can choose which reveal you want to happen. But currently, you wouldn't perform it again for another group that you've already shown it to, because it will be exactly the same card. I think that's everything. I absolutely love this. I'm probably going to place an order and order a bunch of them at some point, because I think it's such an incredible tool. Rather than getting someone to generically pick a card like we all do, this is a much more fun and interesting way that involves the spectator in that process. And yeah, that's it. This is Random Card Generator by Jeff Prace and Plainsight Magic. All of the links will be in the video description. If you have any questions that I haven't already answered, please do leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.